continuing with the last sessions, we were discussing about the Python basics, then control state we have discussed, then string sequence in Python we have discussed list sequence, right? In the list sequence, okay, so we have discussed what is list. And its indexing, list operators also we have discussed. Concatenating, all these things, right? Assignments and so while we are discussing a list or dictionary and all those things, we have discussed one point. Let me come to that also. I think list we have discussed. We'll repeat the list once and we'll go with the tuple then. Okay. So we'll repeat the list and its function because these are a little bit important while processing the data in our okay, so that we'll discuss. Before that, actually I have discussed one more one more important strings also we have discussed in the previous session, right? Then we'll strings, I think we need not to review once again. Just we'll go with this list sequence, then tuple, then we'll also discuss the advanced data structures. Okay, so let me once again review the list. Yeah, so list in Python is defined as collection of values or items. Okay, so normally if we want to combine different items, okay, we use the list. Okay, different item that may be numeric or string or whatever category. So items on the list are separated with the comma and enclosed with the square brackets. Okay, like this is the list variable and value 1, value 2, these will separate with the commas and these will be mentioned with the square brackets. Okay, so you can see here, this is the null, L1 is the list item, L2 is we have 1 2 3 one item, and Python is a string, and this is a float. Like that, different category of lists we can implement using the list where we do with the brackets. Okay, so we'll separate the items with the comma. If you are entering any string value, we'll put that value is the double using the double quotes. In the list indexing, like string sequence, the Python list starts from the 0. Here also it will starts from the 0. So banana is referred with the 0 indexing. And if you want apple to tomato, this list, you can directly give like my list of this is 0, banana is 0, apple is 1, and mango is 2, tomato is 3, right? So you can give like 1 colon 3, then it will display those items 1 2 3. And unlike other languages, Python provides us flexibility to use the negative index about how we can delete as well as how we can update the elements in a list. Here you can see num of 2 we are changing to 30. In the output also, when we are printing the num, again it is changed. In the second line you can see The 3 is changed to 30, where we are changing like this. In the same manner, we can delete also using the del function or a del keyword using the del num of 1. What it will do? Num of 1 means in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 is the index, where in that index we have the 2. This 2 will be deleted. Then when we print after deleting the 2, we'll get only 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So first we have the, when we are printing num, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we are deleting the second item, it is printing 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So a list can and we can also what we can do, iterate list items using the for. When we discussed about the control statements, we have also discussed how we can iterate any list, right? So list items can be iterated using the for. Okay. So say here lang is a list of Python, C, Java, and PHP, right? So for I in lang, if we print, each time it will print, first it will take the first item Python, then it will go back and loop will go back, then in the I it will take the C, and in the in the third loop it will take the Java and it will print the Java, and then it will print the PHP, then it will stop because there are no more items in the list. Okay. So like that we can use the for. So I'll execute that also, please. That it can be used with the list. Okay. So like length. So length function is used to find the length of a list. Like if you want to, if you are adding 10 items. So when we give length of num, it will give length of the list. Okay, like length of num means here the length will be 6, right? So indexing is 0 to 5, right? And in the same manner, max function used to find the maximum value of the list. Okay. Okay. Here, max of list is 6. Here, based on the size, it is giving the Python as a max of the list. Okay. So min function is to find the minimum value in the list. Okay. Here, the first list one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There 1 will be the minimum, right? When we give the min of list 1. And in the list 2, normally C is the with the least item, least size, right? So it will give C as the output. Okay. Then in Python, sum function returns sum of all values in the list. So to add all values in the list, we use the sum function. And list is used to convert given sequence, string, or tuple into the list. So when we are using any other tuples or a string, we can convert them into the list using the list uh, typecasting parameter, typecasting function. Okay, so list of str, what it will do, it will convert that into the Python is converted into the individual item Python. Actually, it is a string item which is converted into the list item. Okay. So then sorted function is to sort all the items of the list in an ascending order. Okay. So while coming to the letters, it will use the alphabetic ascending order. Okay. So C and CPP, then Java, then Python is use it for sorted. So sorted is the function where we use for sorting the items in the list. Okay. Then to append methods to add the item in the end of the list. So when we want to add any item to the end of the list, we use the append item. Okay. So
To remove, we use the list dot remove function. List one here to append, we use the num dot append of 6. That means what happens? We can add some item to the list. In the same manner, uh, if you want to delete any item, how we use del of num of 6, right? So, and if you want to remove any item, we can use this list one of removing. Okay. So, and we can also sort using the reverse sorter. So, like from when we sort here, the list one is 6, 8, 2, 4, 10. Normally, if you use the sorted, what happens? It will come from the 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Like that, it will be done. But when we want to do it in a reverse order, okay. So here you can see sort reverse in list one dot sort of reverse is equal to true. We have applied. Then what happens? It will be sorted from the reverse order. That means 10, comma 8, comma 6, comma 4, comma 2, like that, right? So, and we can also reverse the element in the last button come to the first button, first the number after the first one, right? So this environment to do anything in a pre-processing of the data and all, right? So in Python, count method returns the number of times of the appears. So whenever how many times one is applied in there in the total document, then you can use the count, right? So num of count. So here you can see num is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, double 2, 1, 4, 5, 8 is there. So when we want to count how many times 2 occurred, then we can use the count function. So num dot count of 2 will return the 3. Okay, then index. So index method returns the index of the past delta. Okay, so if the element is not present, it will raise the error. That means so we want to know where of t, then it will give the index number. So you can see 0, 1, 2. The index number is 2. Okay, so 2 will be so 2 will be printed. So again, we want to know where list one. So like that. Then we can also use the insert to insert the element in a particular position, right? So you can see on the fourth position, we want to insert 6p. So we use the num dot insert of 4 comma. This is a pop of 2. It will remove the when we want to remove any we'll use the pop operation. So normally if you are not specifying anything, it will pop the topmost value. You can see not pop. We are not giving any index here.